Hey guys, I hope you're doing great. I'm doing tired but amazing at the same time. Like, I'm very happy because I went to Spain. So, here is my review, my travel review from Spain. Okay, so I came back 2 days ago and I came back at midnight actually. And I get home, it was like half one, something like this. And I checked the time, it was like 2 o'clock. And I went to bed, it was like 4 o'clock. But I come home and thank God that was a taxi. So I made home easier than what I thought. But it was good. So I had a good time. It wasn't perfect, but I had a really good. I really enjoyed it. Like I was super surprised because before I left, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm taking these 4 days out of my 2 weeks holidays because I'm in training at the moment since June. I'm in training since the 13th of June." And the holidays of the training, the holidays that they gave us, like we didn't choose them, where was on the 4th until the 19th, so to yesterday, something like this. And so I took some days off according to those dates. And I I choose Spain because I've been there. Like the first time I've been in Spain was in 2006. Yes, it was in 2006. And we went to a city. I always make a mistake. I always made a mistake. We went to a city, um, but okay, I'm not gonna say the name because I think I'm going to mistake the name again. So I'm not going to do that. But we went to a city, right? And I went back there in 2010 because I had a family member, so I took like few days, and with that family member, we did Madrid and Valencia. And this time I went back there and I went to Madrid and Barcelona. So Madrid, it was the second time I get there, and Barcelona was my first time ever. And what happened is I decided to just chill. So I wasn't going on, yes, I want to visit this, I want to visit that, run the city and walk because I'm a walker. I like to walk. That's the way to visit a city in a way, it's nice. You go through the streets, you can properly see the architecture, you can discover stores, shops, and things like this. So I like to basically walk through cities. That's who I am, right? And this time I was like, no, I'm just going to chill. I want some days off, 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 off. So I went in Spain with no plans. Like I just wanted to chill. I just wanted to change scenery. I just wanted to have a nice weather. I wanted to have swimming pools, accessible, or the beach. That's it. And then the rest we will do according to the time, the plan, what's there, and yeah. I took my flight on Monday. I was scared because they postponed the flight. They postponed it for like 1 hour. So we actually we departed like at 20 minutes to 2, and we arrived there like kind of early. And what I did is I went to to my hotel. It was such a nice hotel. It was on the main street, on the high street, basically. and you really don't see it on the main street, but then you got like a nice entrance, and it was really nice. It was good looking hotel, 4 stars, like just to enjoy my time. The room was nice. The room was nice, and the bathroom was big. The room was big. The bed was so comfy. Ah. Not that my bed is not comfy, but I've got like I got a king size bed in a mezzanine, but on it I've got a mattress for one person because I live by myself. I sleep well, okay, but this bed, it was like, like I had the best time. And yes, I was by myself, huh? But I really slept like a baby, you can imagine. And yeah, that was nice. So I had a lunch there. Okay, the lunch, I ordered some salmon with vegetables in teriyaki. I think it was teriyaki sauce. The sauce was good, vegetable was good, the salmon was good, but somehow the salmon was cooked around, and the middle of the salmon was raw. So twice, the first time I said, I was enjoying my food, and it was a nice hotel because they gave me a fish knife, so I could use it. But the thing is, I was shocked that the salmon wasn't cooked entirely. Like it was only just the the contour of the salmon, right? So I bring them back the first plate and I say, well, the salmon is raw in it. It's not cooked. And I was like, it's not cooked. This is not cooked salmon. And so she gave me another plate. The salmon was bigger. Same thing. Like the inside of it wasn't cooked. So I hate I left this in the plate and I had the pourtour. But the thing is, I was like, well, that's not cooked. And I said and she said, yeah, but actually there is prepared meal. So because before ordering, of course, I asked them if they're at the restaurant, because some hotels, they got these nice places, but they don't have restaurants. They don't have proper restaurant with a kitchen. And she said yes. So I thought they had like a back kitchen because I could not see it, like a back kitchen. But no, so they say no, the food is already prepared, and we just warm it up. And it's like, yeah, well, the temperature or the time is not fine because it wasn't cooked. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. What I ate was nice. Okay. And then I went to take a train. Alors, a mistake I did, like I had a memory when I went the first time in Madrid and we traveled to Valencia. We traveled to Valencia by train. And somehow I remember the tickets were not that expensive. They were like 20 euros. Well, it was a decade ago, right? But still, I thought, that it would be the same price to go to Barcelona, like 20 euros the way and the return. And I also thought that it would be like maximum 2 hours to get there by train. And as you can hear me, I didn't make my research before I get there. Because when I get there, the ticket was 70 euros. I was like, oh, what? That's a Paris-Marseille right there. But it's 2 hours and a half. And actually, you know what? So I was like, bon. I booked my hotels and I had like 2 nights booked in Barcelona. So I chose the cheapest ticket. Not that I could not afford the 70. I largely could, sorry. afford it. But I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me save my 30 pounds for the return. Because I had to take back my flight in Madrid. And so I took my ticket and I traveled. And it was like, I paid my ticket like 46 euros. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. No, yes, 46 euros, something like this. And it was 2 hours and a half. I took the train, the first train. I didn't give that much attention, to be honest. But it was fine, right? But the train, the return train, there was movies in the train. So now you're like, okay, so that's a real train. And so there was like movies. You could just put your cask or headphones, sets, whatever you had, and just watch the movie they were playing. And so that was the return, right? But the return, I was cow. I was dead. I was scared. I hadn't slept. Like, even today, I slept like 4 hours. So I will maybe explain you why, but you need to check my Instagram for it. And so when I went to Barcelona, I arrived there. So that's a new city. I don't know anything about it. And sorry, they're asking me for more lights. And they were that's a new city. I don't know anything about it, and so I'm in the central station. So I found the map, I found the hotel address, and I found my way. So I found the hotel. There was somebody in the street that actually at the bar. So I went at the bar and they didn't know where was the hotel. They never heard of the place. There was like Carrer, which means road, and they didn't know the place. So somebody looked up on Google, and then they gave me the way. They showed me the way. So I made myself going there, and it was a little bit far from the train station, and it was on the hill. And I had my suitcase, and at that time it was 10 past, no, yeah, it was around 9:30, 9:30, and they didn't it was 9:30 and I didn't eat, and I haven't eaten since my salmon, my half cooked, half raw salmon. And we went back. I went up there, and I arrived at the hotel. I was tired. I was hungry. Sorry, and so I paid for my room, and I got to my room, and something happened. Right, I'm not going to say what it is, but something did happen, and I asked to change the room, but the hotel was full, so they offered me to send me to a better hotel. So they basically sent me to a 4 star and half hotel, and this hotel was like a 4 star hotel. So they sent me to that hotel, and actually it was better located, bigger. The room was nicer. It was central, so I had everything next door, next street, and it was, I mean, I was like, oh wow. So they called the cab for me, they paid for the cab drove me there. And then I get off and they gave me a room. The first room I had was super small. No, not super small, but it was as big as the other room. But it was a little small. It was smaller than the one in Madrid. So that's the thing. The thing is I compare to what I had in Madrid. So it was a little bit smaller. And I started to order food. So I used a Spanish app to order food to get delivered, because at that time, because I've been waiting for a long time, at that time it was like midnight something. Like I really had long day, and it was midnight. So no, I get to the hotel, it was 11:30. I get out of the hotel, it was like quarter to midnight. I went to a restaurant in the corner, and I asked them if I could eat there, and then they said no. And I believe this is what I understood afterwards, that I believe that he said, but if you want, you can take buy some takeaway. But I don't speak Spanish and he didn't speak English, so I didn't understand it. And you know, the time that the little bit of the Spanish I know comes back, I wasn't there yet, you know, like I just spent like 48 hours in Spain, right? And I didn't talk much to people or listen much people and things like this. And he said something and I was like, oh, okay. And then I left because it was midnight at that time. Then I left, and after I was like, oh, maybe he was telling me that I could take some food away, but that's fine. And so I started to go on the app and order, because the guy at the reception said that they usually deliver until 2 a.m. No, 2 or 3 a.m., something like this. So I was like trying to order. And by the time I found what I could eat, wanted, and things like this, it was super late. It was like 1 o'clock, and the app switched off on me. Like they say, we don't deliver no more, but we can deliver your food. We can deliver your food at at tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but in the morning between 9:30 and 10. So I validated this schedule, and and I went to bed. And at 9:30, 10 in the morning, oh well, I called the reception asking if they could like ring me if I'm not there by 9:30, like if they could ring me. And but anyway, I was awake since 7 a.m. So 9:30 I went there. And I never had this delivery. They never delivered me. They canceled the order, so I tried to order again, but it didn't work. So I was like, okay, I'm not bothered no more. I'm going to the hotel restaurant. So I went to the hotel restaurant. I had the similar order, but not what I wanted. But it was nice. But I have no idea why they served me fake fries. I never saw fries like this. You know the type of crisps that that are presented as fries. That's exactly what I had with real potato fries. So it wasn't like fries that you eat like this. It was like aperitifs and things like that. And it wasn't, so yeah, you know, I enjoyed it, but that was okay. And I went to by the swimming pool. I mean, not by the swimming pool, but I went to the swimming pool area, and it was so busy. I mean, it wasn't so busy, but there was like one dad. The swimming pool was small, and there was like one dad with two kids, and the kids were jumping, so you could not come close if your goal was like mine, to just chill, like, you know, put your water in, your feet in the water and just relax. So what I've did, because I wanted to relax and do some homework for school, and so what I did is I did my homework from school, so we're not losing time. And then there was another father who came with a little baby, a toddler, and then there's another guy who came, and I was like, well, so I was like, I finished my homeworks. I did 2 homeworks. I finished them, and then I decided to go in this. No, I decided to go and fix my suitcase, and I went to fix my suitcase because in Madrid, I don't know what happened. I had one screw missing. So basically, on my suitcase, you got screw to hold the handler, and one of the screw was missing. So basically, I had one handler fixed that helped you to pull the suitcase, and one handler that wasn't taking, you know, that wasn't fixed. So I traveled with half a working suitcase, and and what they fixed, and the hotel sent me to a store, but the store said, yeah, but our factory is outside Barcelona. It will take you 2 or 3 days. I mean, it will take us 2 or 3 days and things like this. And I was like, well, I'm leaving tomorrow, so that's not possible. And I bought a beautiful tote bag over there. I actually was looking for a cute tote bag, you know, city tote bag where you can put your laptop in it, things like this. And finally, I found a super tote bag that's like rain waterproof. It's like in super quality with nice finishes. It looks super, super, super nice. And it's black. There was other colors, but I wanted to go with something that matches everything. And then I get this one, and she sent me to another store. And the store, you know where it was, the store? The store was like up the street, the up of my hotel street. So basically, but I'm happy because I got my tote bag, so I didn't lose or waste time, right? And so in the other store, they fixed my suitcase in like 5 minutes. You know, a screw, and that was done. And I went back to the hotel, and in the hotel I asked them if they found back my things for my shower, because when I moved the bedroom, I forgot something in the towel, in the in the towel, and apparently the cleaning lady never found it, and I'm like, wow. It's almost impossible to miss it in the towel, but that's fine. I bought something else, it cost me like 90 cents, and that was it. And what else happened? Yes, so when the same morning they changed my room. They gave me a room that's like way bigger. So I don't think I've got the sorry, I don't think I've got the right thing to make a proper video. So you will need to go on my Instagram to actually be able to see how my room look like, right? And my what the room was like super big, like it was bigger than the one in Madrid. The bathroom was nice, it was bigger. No, the bathroom was smaller than the one in Madrid. No, actually, I think it's almost the same superficie, but it's just arranged in another way, but the room was like super big and super nice, and the bed was like super good. Got nothing to say about the bed. And the only thing is that they put me next door to a smoker room, and I'm not a smoker. So those people were like smoking, making noise, banging the wall, and so I had to intervene. Like around 1 a.m., I came and I say, "Listen," and yeah, they were not talking English, obviously. So we had to. I needed to make sure that somebody would translate to them what I said, but. I was like, yeah, the smoke is coming from my room. Um, you making noises and things like this. So they say, yeah, 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 or something like this. And then they waited like for an hour. I think they, in their mind, they were like, "Ah, she's gonna fall asleep," which is nasty, by the way, because if you know somebody doesn't smoke and the next door and they feel your smoke and you're just waiting for them to be asleep to smoke, that's like, that's a really nasty thing to do. And so I woke up and I called the reception. I said, well, listen, I already went to see them and they said they will stop, but they just waited to smoke some more because it got worse at that time. So the guy at the reception, they called them, and after that was it, and they didn't make no more noises, and they were quiet. And but the thing is, I woke up like at 5 or 6. No, I woke up at 5, so I slept like 4 hours, and by 7 I was awake, and by 8 I was going out to the beach. So I wanted to take my breakfast by the beach, so I went to to the beach. And so I asked how to get there. The man helped me. He told me, yeah, you can go to the beach. No, you do this. So I went there. I took my breakfast there. I enjoyed my time. Man, I wanted to do like everybody else with that bikini picture. I don't have a bikini actually. That's a monokini. Monokini. And I didn't do my monokini picture. I didn't do my beach picture. I just did my feet in the water picture because I didn't want to, because I didn't have that time. Like I would not have that time. I need to check out at the hotel at 12, and it was like around 10. You know what I mean? So I stayed there like for over an hour and a half, something like this. I get back to the hotel, it was half 11 actually. So I got ready and then I prepared all my stuff. I got ready and I was traveling back to Madrid. So I traveled back to Madrid. I took the train and what did I do? I took the train, and yeah, and so in the train there was like a movie, but I didn't watch it because trust me, I was dying on the train. I was like so tired. So I slept through the whole journey. And in Madrid, I thought I would have time to do something I wanted to do, but I didn't have the time to do it. So I went straight to the airport and took my flight back. And I made some videos that you can actually see on Instagram, but if you only speak French, because those ones are in French. And it was fantastic. Let me tell you now how Madrid is. Okay, Madrid is a really posh city. It's a little bit quiet. The type of tourists you've got in Madrid and Barcelona are not quite the same. Like Barcelona, you can tell it's very much like kind of metropolitan city, right? Madrid is more like national kind of city. It looks like this. It looks like Barcelona is really yes, the city where everybody comes and work there. It looks a little bit like London, okay? In the style, the lifestyle, the mentality, the pace, it's like busy that way. Madrid looks a little bit more like Paris. It's slower, it's quieter, it's, it's just a little bit like, it's a little bit more calmer. And Barcelona, Spain, everything is cheaper. What I mean cheaper is not cheaper as it's cheaper. It's everything is cheaper. Food is cheaper, drinks are cheaper. Traveling, I think they were a little bit expensive. I mean, the train to go from Barcelona to Madrid, but I understand why. Both of them were full, and there was like a train every half an hour. So I do believe that a lot of people go work in Barcelona and live in Madrid or something like this. I have no idea. I'm just saying. But it's all the trains were full. Like when you go to the train station, it's full, and you are in the middle of the week. But actually, I know there was a lot of feria, which means like festivities to do. So they had like a lot of fests, like festivals and things like this. Like it was a busy period at that time. But I wasn't coming for visiting. I was really coming for chilling and going around, So I didn't get much attention to that. But that was the impression it gave to me. It really gave me the impression of being a little London. It's very similar, and so I wasn't like lost, completely lost. It's a city I could easily understand. And Madrid is, but I knew Madrid a little bit, but I didn't have the time to visit. I just had the time to enjoy my hotel and my meal. And that was it. So and that was it. So what my preference is going to Madrid, big time. And Barcelona is a city that's very interesting. I think I might need to check what I think about it. But anyway, that's for sure. I'm going back to Spain. Like, I really, really enjoyed my time. I really enjoyed my time. I was super surprised because I got really tired. I had very short nights. I had very few time to rest actually. When actually I went there to chill, not specifically to rest, but what I wanted, my main goal was to change scenery, chill, and get out of my place, right? So that's why that was done. That was well done, and I enjoyed my time. In fact, I did enjoy the environment. I did enjoy the city, and I really did. Like, it's been a long time I never felt like this. So it was nice. I had a nice time. I really did. So yes, I would advise you to go to Spain, because anyway, I do believe that Spain is a country you can't really be disappointed if you go and visit it. So you don't take any risk if you go and visit it. That's it. Guys, I wish you all a good evening, and let's see each other for the next video. Bye.